to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the clown you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do won't bring me down. No, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this.
In the game for Cincinnati.
You can't stop this.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Ready to get this game started, here's Evan McPherson. And here we go from Lambeau. Return starts at the 3. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And Ryan Fuller halted after a couple of yards. Stop made by Barrett Carter.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set, ready, ready.
Going run again with Jacobs. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Here we go, here we go. Cut, cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Puts everything he has under this one. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Oh, it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will... Probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Burrow out of the shotgun. This finds all complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 12, 180.
Motion a receiver left. Burrow from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Lucky to still have this football, Brock. Now let's see if they can come through on 3rd down.
11.
To the air again. It's Burrow. Taking a shot deep here. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals find an answer with their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals literally won up that opening touchdown drive, as they take a 7-6 lead here. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Has room down the left sideline. He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Love's going to throw for 2. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, empty, tight. 180.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Burrow to the air now. Catch made by Chase Brown. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, a give to Brown. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
11. Stop. 11, mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Catch made by All. And he's taken down at the 30. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Ready?
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now. They need 7.
11, 12.
Now Burrow. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals trim the lead to 1. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Love now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's caught Tucker Kraft. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Okay, ready?
First down from the 42. Give to Jacobs from the pistol. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down.
Here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's pulled in by Golden. And he's not cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. We're all knotted up at 14. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Completed over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing again. Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll run. Jacobs. He pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Right, ready. Yellow, 43. Set.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Ole Miss rookie. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle 3rd, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Shotgun handoff to Piron. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Third and short, it's Burrow. Finds him on the slant. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Bengals have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Gun. Stop. Can. Stop.
Going play action here. Burrow. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Here we go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I don't think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. 45. White.
Love using the legs here. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line for second down.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Love from the gun. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Packers take their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Dumped off to his running back. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Lobs this deep down the middle. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
Okay, ready?
All set to go now from the 35. Love with it on 1st down. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Ready up. Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Gets him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Okay,
So
ready?
it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Watch out now. 52. Cut, cut.
They're going to go. It's Love. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Gun. Stop. 180.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
180.
The final throw before the break. Escapes the pocket. He's going deep down this side. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set to go now from the 35. Burrow on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Here we go.
The 1st down carry for Brown. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Burrow to the air now. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Play action now. Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the 1st half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the 2nd half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Quickly to Watson. Arrives at the 40. Hits the 20. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
Here we go. 11 coming.
Burrow from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offensive coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is Reed working the right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Love on 3rd and short. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love out of the shotgun. Gets it downfield on target to Watson. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Packers the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First down throw. Here's Love. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Come on, back. Black force, back, hunt.
Shotgun now for Love. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow now on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Burrow. set to bring around third down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Third and long for him here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep, and they pick him up again. And the Packers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. Did I say that out loud?
That was out loud, yeah. Running on first here with Jacobs. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Set, hut. Black, 95. Ready.
Quick throw out wide by Love. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And it's a gain of 12 on that one, and it'll give the Packers the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Now toss. This is Jacobs. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Three-quarters in the books from this one. The Packers carrying both the football and a good lead into our 4th quarter. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Love from the gun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Love now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Ready.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. On the return, here's Jones. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it's going to be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. This finds home, complete. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Slot man motioned over. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Burrow out of the shotgun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. This connects with Higgins. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's get set. Behind. 180. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. Behind.
Burrow on the play action. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up, put some more yards on that stat sheet.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Into traffic, complete. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time.
And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals drop the lead back to 13. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on.
And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And we'll take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 30. Ready?
They'll work again against the blitz. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf and complete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer.
Let's go now. Cut, cut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Again, it's Burrow. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now within 1 score in the 4th. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals get it back to within 6. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. Oh, the Bengals got to it and recovered the football. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Love. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 10. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Geno Stone picks it off.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside their skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Now Burrow. Got along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas, big 13, big 13.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Headed out right. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. Hits his running back. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Bengals need to score quickly. Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches.
Here we go.
Desperation time here. It's caught. Chase has it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. To the air again, it's Burrow. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Trying to push deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And no touchdown here. He just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Burrow gets it out right quick. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now within 1 score in the 4th. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals trim the deficit down to 5. So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Packers are able to cover the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got 1 timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that 1 timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
He has the Packer 1st down, and Brock, that should be enough to win this game.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
All set now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready.
They stick with Jacobs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
60 ready. Set.
He's drawn up for it. So this is a Packers win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a 1-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.